Hey, it's Coach Summer Montabone here. Thanks for joining me today. It's a nice, gloomy, rainy day here in Ohio, so hopefully you're somewhere warm and fuzzy, because I know I've got my warm and fuzzy pants on today. So before we start our broadcast today, thank you for joining me. We'll give some people a few minutes to get on, and I'll tell you a little bit more about myself if we have not had the pleasure of meeting before. But I've got a little bonus tip for you to start here. Okay, so since you got on early, you're ready to go. I've got a little bonus tip for you, one that I've used myself personally and with a lot of my clients, because we live in a pretty stressful, busy world, right? And a lot of people deal with some different types of anxieties, which I'll talk about a little bit too. And how can we calm ourselves down? How can we reduce stress? And how can we clear our minds and get focused? Well, there's a really simple, easy trick that I'm going to share with you. And so this is a little bonus tip, like I said, since you got on here early with us. And it's pretty simple. First, you just stop what you're doing when you feel like you're in a really stressed out situation, or maybe you're about to go into a stressful situation. I've used this technique with individuals that maybe their work or home environment isn't the best. So we set up some strategies. How can we reduce that? And it's really simple. Like I said, you just stop and you just tell yourself, okay, I'm gonna stop. And you take some deep breaths. So you may have heard of that before, but it really helps. And when you take some long, slow breaths where you breathe in through your nose, hold it for a second or two, and then breathe out through your mouth, that does decompress things. It does, help improve your mood, because your body's sending out oxygen to help you think more clearly. And so sometimes when we're in a really stressful situation, we just need to stop and take those deep breaths. So take 10 slow, deep breaths anytime you're going to enter in a stressful situation. So for some people, doing a video like this might be a stressful situation. It is a little bit strange. I'm talking to myself here, but I do look forward to seeing you down below. And, if you have to public speak, maybe get at a meeting, or like I said, maybe, the kids have you pulling your hair out, or, a work meeting didn't go as planned, or things just aren't going well, just simply stop what you're doing, and tell yourself stop so that you can calm down. And then take some long, slow, deep breaths, okay? In your nose, hold it for a few seconds, out your mouth, and do that 10 times. And I'm telling you, it works wonders. It works wonders. If you're someone that even wakes up in the morning just already feeling a little stressed out, feeling some anxiety, start your day with that. I'm telling you, that little bonus tip that I'm giving you right here works wonders. And it's just so easy. So all you gotta do is take control of the situation. So again, we're giving some people a couple minutes to get on board here. So thanks for joining me if you're hopping on right now. I just gave a little bonus breathing tip to help us calm down in stressful situations, because if we're not at our best, we can't, go out there and be super mom or superwoman and all those types of things that we need to do, and other people count on us so much for. So we gotta just stop and breathe, okay? All right, so today I'm going to be sharing with you some of the same strategies that I've used in my own personal life and with my most successful coaching clients to achieve their personal best, to achieve both the body and the life of their dreams. I'm gonna flip this around for 1 second here. That's right, so today I'm going to share with you 8 simple strategies to crush your fitness goals, okay, and help you achieve your personal best, because really that's what it's all about, is being the best you can be. So living the life that you've dreamed of, creating the body that you've dreamed of, you absolutely can do that. Let me flip that. All right, so that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to give you some simple strategies that you can put into your life. But if we haven't had the pleasure of meeting before, and some of you I've had the pleasure of meeting in person or even virtually, isn't that what's so cool about these types of things? You can really get to know people, get into their lives. It's like I'm sitting right here with you. So why should you listen to me in the first place, right? Who am I, and why should you listen to me? So I think that's kind of important because, you know, one of the cool things with the internet and the interweb and Facebook is you can reach so many people. And so it's important to us to go into this relationship. You know, why should you listen? Why should you listen to me? Who am I? So let me give you a little brief introduction here, okay? There you go. I've got a degree in health and physical education, worked as a high school health teacher, 20 years as a personal trainer, and an NSCA certified strength and conditioning specialist. Kind of boring stuff, right? So there's some of my credentials on paper. So yeah, I do have a degree, and yes, I've taught high school health and physical education. I ran the after school detention and the discipline committee, so don't make me issue any detentions today. And I've been a certified personal trainer for 20 years, okay? And I'm a National Strength and Conditioning Association certified strength and conditioning specialist. And I've got all kinds of other certifications and resistance band training and prenatal training and so forth. But that's all fine and dandy and great, right? Because nowadays it seems like almost anybody can get a piece of paper that says that they're knowledgeable in some area. And so it's really important that I share with you that, yes, I do have experience helping people achieve their fitness goals, and I do get results. And one way I do that is through my fitness center. I'm sorry if that's coming up blurry for you there, but through my fitness center, Summers Fitness in Ohio. So imagine that, a personal trainer and teacher who actually owns a fitness center. And I love that photo because we've got from left to right there, 70s, 60s, 50s, and 40s. And how awesome is that? So yeah, imagine that, like I said. So in addition to helping people in my fitness center, I also help people online. And like I said, seems like anybody anymore these days are an online trainer, or people read a book and all of a sudden they're an expert. And that's why it's important for me to share with you that I have been doing this in the field for 20 years. I do have a degree. I do have certifications. I actually own and operate a fitness center in addition to offering great programming anywhere across the globe. And so, yeah, oh, there we go. So now we have people that can work with us, like I said, from anywhere. It doesn't matter where you are located. And, you know, I got the bright idea way back that I should take my personal best to another level. And so I have competed in fitness competitions, and I was the national fitness champion in 2004. And what's important for me to share with you is because just like you, somebody probably told you you can't do something, you won't be able to, you don't have the genetics, maybe you're not good enough, or they don't know you enough, whatever it may be in your career or the body that you desire to have, somebody has probably told you you can't do it, right? Well, guess what? I had all that coming at me too about all these things that I can't do. You're too tall, you're not a gymnast, nobody knows you, all this kind of stuff. And so I'm here to tell you it can be done, and that's why I want to share with you some of these strategies, some simple strategies on how you absolutely can achieve and crush your goals. Because when I won that national championship, something else happened that same day that people told me, Summer, you can't do that because you're from a little town in Ohio. It's never going to happen. And so when I got off stage that day, I was approached by some national fitness magazines and asked me if I wanted to be in their magazine. So that was kind of cool. I'll just show you right here. Yeah, so how cool is that? The tall girl that nobody knows from Ohio got to go be in a national magazine and achieve one of my goals. I thought my Thanksgiving was ruined because they wanted me to go out the day after Thanksgiving. And so when you want to reach a goal, you have to reframe it and say, okay, well, I have an opportunity. It's just not happening at the time. So I'll hold my Thanksgiving somewhere else instead of viewing it as my Thanksgiving being ruined. So you got to reframe it like that sometimes. Okay. All right. So now I think we've got everybody going here, and I'm going to share with you 8 simple and effective strategies that you can apply to your daily life to help you achieve your fitness goals. So I'm going to flip this back around here again. Okay. And these strategies can help you achieve any goal in life. So actually the first few that I'm going to talk to you about apply to anything. Okay. And I've used these with individuals to help take their career to the highest level. So not just myself, but I've had clients that have won championships, graced the cover of magazines, and created the body and the life of their dreams. Okay. So, you know, even a mom and a nurse who once gained 60 pounds during pregnancy, we are also able to help anyone. Like I said, that's why this is so important. Create the body and life of your dreams. Okay, so I'm going to share with you the really important, simple strategies to help you get there, and why it's also important for me to share with you that I'm a wife and a mom is because I've become so passionate in helping women who have felt, you know, full of doubt, hopeless, or even use that as an excuse as to why they cannot achieve the body and life of their dreams. And so my experiences as a mom really changed my passion and my ability to help other moms meet their goals. And again, not just fitness goals, but career goals too. Okay. So, you know, I've been there too as a woman, a career woman, a mom, just really feeling sense of overwhelm, depression, and so forth. And I'm not going to say that, yeah, I've had a real struggle with postpartum depression and anxiety. And so again, I really want you to take these tips and I want you to put them into action because they are going to help make life easier. They're going to help you create the body and the life of your dreams, because you've got to get your mind right to get your body tight or achieve any goal in life. And that certainly is the truth, okay? That certainly is the truth. You got to be ready to go, ready to think this. And where do I start? So many people say, I need a sign. Where do I start? Well, here's your sign, okay? Are you ready? So I hope you got your pen and paper ready here. Where do you start? Well, first, it starts with a decision. Yeah, that's simple. You have to decide in both your mind and in your heart. And why that's so important is you truly have to decide. And like I mentioned before, I've been there too, and I've worked with lots of customers that have been there too, that you're dealing with depression or anxiety or overwhelm and all these things going through your head, and sometimes you can't make a decision. But when you truly decide in your mind and in your heart that you're going to do something, you're unstoppable. You can do it. So it all starts with your decision. It's so important. And so I want to share with you how that helped one of my customers, because when she first signed up for the program, she just signed up, you know, on paper and pencil, but she hadn't signed up yet really in her head and her heart. And so the first few months wasn't seeing any progress. 3 months really was not seeing any progress at all because of going through the motions. Have you ever done that where you've signed up for something and maybe you were good for a few days and then you let it fall by the wayside, okay? Or you didn't really decide that's what you really wanted to do. And that's why it's so important that my number one tip is that you decide and you write it down, you put it on paper and say, this is what I want to do. And so, like I said, that could be a career goal. It can be a fitness goal. What is it you want to achieve? Okay? Put it down, say it, and decide. Make that decision. All right? Because one of my clients, Melanie, like I said, she struggled her first few months going through the motions, wasn't really, into the program, still was doing, eating pizza and so forth like that, and thought, okay, well, I'm here, it's going to work for me. So it wasn't until she decided that she was really able to take things to the next level. And so with that mind and heart, that mind, body, and soul connection, she was able to achieve the body and life of her dreams. And you're like, wow, oh my gosh, she looks like a fitness model. What magazine did she step out of? Well, here's someone that started out just like you might be, full of doubt, uncertainty, and overwhelm, not sure, where they wanted to go, what their purpose was in life, and, overwhelmed by trying to find the perfect program, right? Or, other people doubting or even trying to sabotage them. Have you ever had that before? Other people that try to sabotage you? Yeah, that's pretty crazy, isn't it? Sometimes people you think that are in your corner. So, if you've experienced some of those feelings too, hey, we've all been there and it's okay. But as soon as you decide you're ready to take action, awesome things can happen. So let me show you. Yeah, a loss of 68 pounds, 15% body fat, 30 inches, okay? And it all started with a decision, a simple decision. That's it. As soon as you decide in your mind and your heart that you're going to do something, you can make it happen. You absolutely can. Number 2 is you have to drop the excuses, okay? You have to drop the excuses because life is always going to be chaos. Now, I can tell you, I couldn't relate till I became a mother as to how chaotic life was going to be. And I have 2 little ones, a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. Okay. I thought I was busy before, and then motherhood and being a wife and being a career woman, all these things. Oh my gosh, life is chaotic. So if you decide, number 1, that there's something you want to achieve, you really need to drop all your excuses. Okay. And so that means, oh, well, I have kids, or, oh, I don't have time. Okay. Or I'm too old. That happens a lot. No, you can do anything that you want to do. So you really need to get out of your own way and let yourself learn and take action as I go through some of these other steps. So you got to put all your excuses away and embrace the chaos and say, you know what? My life is always going to be chaotic. Okay. That is not going to change. So if you're a mom, career woman, your life is busy now, you can't say that, oh, well, when this happens and when that happens, because it's not going to happen. Life is always chaotic. And as soon as you make that decision and you drop all the excuses, embracing what your life is like now, oh my gosh, you're going to be able to accomplish so many things. Because I'll say too, I used my children as an excuse in the beginning for certain things, but it really comes down to what are your priorities, okay? So as a teacher, like I said before, I ran the after school detention and discipline committee. I'll listen to your excuses, but I will not accept them, okay? And especially in achieving fitness goals, individuals that say, well, I'm too old, or I have a thyroid problem, or I've had kids. Well, that's why I wanted to show you some of these stories. Those are all excuses, okay? So as soon as you drop those excuses and make the decision that you want to change your body and your life for the better, you can. You absolutely can. It really is that simple. And so the next step after you've dropped the excuses, you've made the decision, and you're ready to go is enlist an expert. Yeah, pretty simple. Enlist an expert. Because if you think hiring a professional is expensive, try hiring an amateur. How many of you have husbands that have tried to say, oh, I'm not going to call the handyman or the plumber or whatever. I'm going to fix it myself, right? I'm going to do it myself. And what happened? They spent more time. They were frustrated. They ended up spending more money, right? And then they had to call the handyman anyway. Can you relate? So that's why it's so important to enlist an expert. If you have a career goal or you have a fitness goal, it's really important that you get the right coaching and the right guidance so that you don't become frustrated and waste time spinning your wheels, ending right back up where you were. Because if you have the right coach or the right expert, well, they've got the track record and they know the proven formula to get you there, to save you both time and money and frustration in the long run. Oh my gosh, the happiness factor is worth it more than anything, okay? So that's why I say you need to enlist an expert. And you have to ask yourself, are you coachable? Are you coachable? You know, are you one of those people that maybe sign up for a program, but you're still going to try to do it your own way? Well, I'm just going to do this for a while first. Then why did you sign up for a program? Why did you hire a coach if you're still just going to do it the same way? Because if you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always got. So that's super important. If you're going to enlist an expert, are you coachable? You need to ask yourself that. Am I willing to try something new? Am I willing to listen? Get out of my comfort zone? Like right now, out of my comfort zone because I have to talk to myself on a screen. But I do it because I'm so passionate about reaching other women to change their body and their life for the better, that you absolutely can do it. Okay? So are you coachable? That really, really is an important factor. Are you stuck in set in your ways? Are you going to turn it off? Yeah, you really have to be willing and allow yourself to get into the process, okay? And trust. And that's why at the beginning of this, I told you a little bit about me. So if you're just now joining, is because why should you listen to me if you don't know anything about me? You know, if we don't have that type of relationship, okay? And so trust has to be built up over time. So along with that, when you enlist an expert, you have to trust the process and stay the course, right? Trust the process and stay the course. Because if you question every time what it is they're doing and you don't, do those steps, or you're like, oh, well, it's not working, it's only been a couple weeks, nothing's going to happen. And I'm sure you've seen memes like this before, that you expect it to be a linear process, okay? Like, oh, here's the start, here's the finish, this is all I have to do, it's a straight path. When in reality, that's not what happens. Now, I just recently spoke to a bunch of female entrepreneurs, and we talked about these things, and an overnight success takes 20 years. So the Pokemon thing that came out recently, right? Seemed like an overnight success, that all of a sudden Pokemon was so popular and all of a sudden, Pokemon's making all kinds of money. Well, guess what? That took 20 years for the founder to even get to that point. Well, the same thing with our fitness and fat loss goals and our health goals. First of all, fitness is a journey, not a destination, okay? Because when you expire, right? So there is no end date of having a healthier and happier life. So you have to trust the process, stay the course, and keep going. Because if you stop, then nothing's going to happen. And that's why I showed you earlier about reaching one of my personal goals as far as winning a national champion. Well, that was 3 years in the making of very, very regimented focus on that, but also years before that of just other things, other experiences in my life. Or the story I shared with you a little bit ago. Let me pull that one back up here for you real quick. Here, let me get back. Signing up for a program, but not really engaging for the first 3 months, okay? And then when trusting the process, staying the course, in 6 months, being able to achieve the body and life of the dreams, right? So it doesn't always happen as fast as we want. And I know in the fitness world, we're constantly being inundated with with, try this pill and you're going to lose all this weight overnight. Well, when it comes to fitness and fat loss, first and foremost, if you lose a bunch of weight in a short period of time, you're not going to keep it off. 9 times out of 10, you're going to gain it all back and even more. There are no shortcuts, okay? Long, slow weight loss really is the best thing. And so that's why it's so important to trust the process and stay the course, because when I give you 3 really super simple but yet effective strategies, very specific to fitness and nutrition, that can alter and change your life forever, you're going to be like, what? But if you can keep doing these forever, oh my gosh, the results are going to be phenomenal. So again, trust the process, stay the course. So, if you have a job you're trying to go after, oh my gosh, don't give up because you made the decision. It might not happen overnight. It might take 20 years, but if it's important to you, do it, okay? And then my 5th one, before I go right into some fitness and nutrition strategies, is you've got to take action. You've got to take action. Are you paralyzed by perfectionism? I just took a quick drink there too. Are you paralyzed by perfectionism? Do you have all this information and all these things you want to do now, and now you're doing nothing because you're overwhelmed? You've just ordered 10 different programs that you saw because, oh, well, this one's only $10, I'll try it. Or you downloaded this one that's free and you spent, $60 on this one, whatever. All of a sudden you have all these programs and you're not even doing any of them. You're not taking any action. So all that information that you have on fitness, it's not doing you any good because you're not taking action, okay? You have to do it. You have to do it, right? Oh my gosh. So I've been there before too, where I've been overwhelmed and you shut down and you're just like, all right, what do I do now? Here's some good ones for you. Because if you're waiting for the perfect time, the perfect plan, the perfect exercise, the perfect coach, the perfect price, oh my goodness, it's not there. There is no such thing. There is no such thing. The only thing that's perfect is what you put into action and what you do. Because done is better than perfect. Done is better than perfect. You have to do something. If you do nothing at all, you get nothing. Okay? So you have to take action. You absolutely do, because you only get rewarded for done. You only get rewarded for done. So if you talk about doing an exercise program, or if you talk about eating better, that's not going to help you do anything. And imperfect action always surpasses no action at all. So don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to fail. Oh my goodness. You know how many times I've bombed talking to people, maybe, made some mistakes on email, or just this little slide presentation I made with you. If I didn't set myself a time frame and say, okay, Friday at 2:30 is when you're doing it, it's possible that I could have kept drawing it out, so I thought I had the perfect presentation, and then I never did it at all, right? So done is better than perfect. Imperfect action always surpasses no action at all, but you have to do it. You have to absolutely do it. And like I said, done is better than perfect. You only get rewarded for done. So in your fitness goals, you're only going to drop body fat, drop inches, right? Start feeling better, get more energy if you start doing the program, right? It doesn't do you any good if you have a book sitting on your nightstand. Osmosis does not work, right? Okay? Or if it's a career goal and you have this great idea and you're like, oh, I have this great idea. This could make me all kinds of money. And, I want to do this. Well, guess what? You only get paid for done. So if you have a career goal or you have the latest invention, you only get paid for done. So ideas don't work. Just like thinking about it doesn't work. All right? So done is better than perfect. You got to take action. And you have to stop trying to figure it out and just do it. Just do it. I can't tell you how many times someone says, well, let me just figure this out. And once I figure this out, then I will. What do you mean figure it out? That's part of the learning process. You're going to figure things out when you do it. Okay? Figure it out in the process. Because again, action, imperfect action is better than no action at all. You'll figure it out in the process. You'll learn. Because guess what? You never lose. You either win or you learn. And that's what life is all about. So we can't go through life being so fearful, thinking, oh my gosh, well, I can't try this because I might not. And maybe you're sitting there. And like I said, I've been there before too. And so have many of my most successful clients that created in their head that they couldn't do something. They already in their head said they can't do it. Okay? And so they just don't take the action steps and they don't even try. They don't even try. Well, I want you to try. I want you to take action. I want you to see that you can crush your fitness goals or any goal in life that you want to. Drop those excuses. Enlist an expert. Stay the course. Trust the process. Take action and you can do it. Because too many people seek information and then they don't do anything with it instead of actual transformation. Okay? So information that you don't do anything with isn't going to change your body, isn't going to change your life. It's actual transformation. It's winning some, losing some, but like I said, it's learning in the process. That's the only way that you truly are going to create the body and the life of your dreams. The only real problem is if you become sick, or one of your loved ones are dying, or if you die. Now, why do I say that? Because especially as women, and like I said, I've been there before too, we create all these problems of what could happen and to why not, or that we have all these problems. We don't. We don't have any problems. If we're healthy and our loved ones are healthy and they're not sick and no one in our family has died, those are really the only true problems we have, okay? And so that's why we've got to say, hey, I'm ready to go. I don't have any problems. I've dropped the excuses. Here I go, right? All right. So I'm going to take you on now to the top 3 fitness and nutrition strategies to create the body and the life of your dreams. And so now hopefully you're primed and ready to go. You're ready to go. You're like, okay, I've made the decision. I'm ready to go. So the first one is 10 minutes. A 10-minute mandatory rule. Now, some of you are like, what do you mean 10 minutes? What does that mean? Yeah, set a rule. You need your own personal rules in life, okay? Because if you set up personal rules for yourself, you're not going to break those rules because they're important to you, all right? And I certainly hope that you love and you value yourself. So if you set a personal rule of, okay, I'm committing every day, it's my rule of life to do 10 minutes of movement or 10 minutes of exercise every day, then a lot of things start to happen for you, okay? And so you're like, what do you mean 10 minutes? I thought I can't start an exercise program till I have 60 minutes. Well, that's part of the problem, and that's why we need to change some of this wiring, and I'm here to tell you that some of those same pictures you saw before, and I'll show you a couple others, and including myself getting the baby weight off, started with 10 minutes. That's right, 10 minutes. That's it. And why 10 minutes? Well, you can add on to it when you're ready. It fits your schedule. Why try to carve out a bunch of time if you were having trouble starting an exercise program to begin with? Okay? Why? And so what might that look like? Well, here's an example for you. March in place. Do 6 push-ups. Oh, well, I can't do push-ups. Well, do them against the wall. Do them on your knees. I don't care how you do them, but do them, right? Another workout. Do jumping jacks. Okay, I can't jump. No problem. Let's tap side to side. Do some squats. Oh, my knees are bad. Do you sit in a chair each day up and down? Yeah, well then sit in the chair up and down 10 times. Do some trunk rotations. Alternate it with some supermen, or superwomen in this case. Oh, I can't get on the floor. Well then lie on your bed. that simple 10-minute mandatory daily movement trick does a lot of things. One, your whole body is going to start feeling so much better, okay? Because if we keep sitting, you know, lack of activity, lack of movement, we just stiffen up, and we are going to age ourselves even further, okay? So you need to make sure that you dedicate each day to moving, and those exercises I just showed you do a few different things, okay? They focus on flexibility, muscular strength, and even some cardiorespiratory, which is going to help your body fat. And so start with 10 minutes. Why carve out, like, I can't start a program, I don't have 60 minutes? Well, first of all, that's nonsense. I get results, all the customers that you've seen, 30 minutes or less, okay? We don't do hour workouts. I did those years and years ago, and I actually get better results now, and it fits my lifestyle. And I'm like, okay, I can start with 10 minutes, and then when I feel good, because you know what's happening, you start sending out all these hormones and endorphins, then you want to do more. You want to do more, okay? So start with those 10 minutes, and you're going to build up, and you're going to keep going. And that way, if you are new to exercise and you do it every day, you're not going to have that starting over feeling all the time that happens to people that take weekends off. Okay, have you ever done that where maybe you're good? Sometimes it's Monday through Thursday. People are good with a workout program, but then like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they get busy and they don't work out as much. And so Monday rolls around and it's super hard to get going again. Well, that's where even for the avid or the veteran exerciser, for anyone, 10 minutes every day is going to keep you pumped and primed to get to the workout the next day. You're going to have that momentum going, right? And you're going to be able to stick with a regimen longer. Trust me on this. 10 minutes. If you can do 10 minutes every single day, you're going to be able to stick with a program longer. And then when you're able to plug in a 20-minute workout or a 30-minute workout, awesome, do it, okay? And that's going to help supercharge your results more. Make sense? You know, give me a like if this is helping you there, or let me know there that this is helping you, because so many of us have been brainwashed to think that we have to exercise for an hour to get results, and that is not true. And you can even stick 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the evening. It's called exercise stacking, and get awesome, awesome, awesome results, okay? I've shown them to you. I'll tell you myself, it's what I do. All right, so here's some of those examples right there of some workouts that you can do. And like I mentioned, they're going to help your fitness, and that's why I'm not a big fan on just running, for example, because running doesn't encompass all of these areas here, and actually, and that's a whole nother topic for another day, running, especially long distance running, is not good for women. Actually makes you store more fat if you keep that up for a long time. But here's one thing that's really important too when you approach exercise. What do you think about it? Okay? Are you working out because you want to get stronger? What's your why? Do you work out because you love yourself? We need to change our mindset when it comes to doing the exercise. Like, all right, I'm really excited to do that 10 minutes. I'm excited to add on 5 more minutes. Okay, because your body knows this, for one, that if you don't like exercise, and guess what? That'll slow your progress down. Okay, but the big takeaway on this 10-minute mandatory movement I want you to have too, and with exercise in general, is work out because you love your body, not because you're trying to punish it. Too many of us, you know, we go in with this negative attitude for fitness, and I'm telling you, if you have up here that it's not going to work and you don't like it, well, you're not going to stick to it, and guess what? You're not going to get that great results. I mean, it's guaranteed. It's just how it is, okay? So change the wiring a little bit. View exercise differently. That's why, as a physical education teacher, if you remember, detentions and so forth, or punishments, okay? I did not like giving people an exercise punishment. What is that all about? Oh, you were late for phys ed class, or you're late for practice of your sport. Now you owe me, you know, extra push-ups. I totally get it, but now we're using exercise as a punishment instead of saying exercise makes me feel awesome. It's good for my body, right? So we need to change our whole mindset about it and work out because we love our body, we cherish it, we want it around for a long time. Because guess what? When things break down and don't work for you, you can't just go to the store and get a new one. And if you don't take the time to, exercise now, then you got to take the time to be sick later on in life, okay? So, change your habit. Comment below and even tell me, why you exercise and that you love yourself. Write that down even. Say, I love myself and I'm going to work out, because really that's what it's all about. And so you're going to make the rule of 10 minutes of mandatory. All right. Now, my second tip is another simple one. Drink more water. Drink more water. You've heard that before, right? So before I go into this little simple tip here, because you're like, all right, she's talking about 10 minutes, talking about drinking more water. I want to share with you this fun little post that occurred in one of our private Facebook groups. And this was the caption. It says, "Excuse the bathroom selfie." So obviously I asked this member if we could show the photos and so forth. And one of the things she wrote was, moral of the story, if you're beginning and reading and thinking Summer and the rest of the coaches are nuts, I mean, who can have results doing it that way? I'm here to tell you I did it. And so that's really important. So here's one of our clients that's used the 10-minute mandatory rule, that's used the water strategies and so forth that I'm going to share with you, that's getting awesome results, okay? Because a lot of people, again, we think that, oh my gosh, either I've had children, I've had C-sections and so forth, I can never get my body back. Again, that's one of those excuses that we've created in our head. It's a roadblock. It's not going to let us, go further in life. Well, you can, okay? So moral of the story, if you're listening to me give you these tips right now and you think I'm crazy, keep going with them, okay? Keep going, because they're going to mean a world of difference for you here. All right, that's so cute. I love that story. There was more to it that she shared. So when it comes to drinking more water, and I want to show you, I always have my water jug available. Anyone who knows me knows that I travel with a gallon water jug almost everywhere, okay? When you wake up in the morning, the first thing you want to do is drink water. All right, now ask yourself, do you drink water right away, or do you go for coffee, or do you go a long time without drinking water? Because if you start your day drinking water and you start consuming a lot of water, you're going to notice some huge differences right off the bat. You're not going to be as hungry. You're going to feel like you have more energy, reducing headaches. Your appetite's going to be under control. And at first, while you might feel waterlogged drinking a lot of water, you're going to notice, like, wait a minute, I feel so good. And actually, my body's feeling better too, even though I'm drinking all this water, okay? So, yeah, you see I have a gallon right here. I drink a gallon every day. I even drank a gallon of water during pregnancy. And all of the clients that I've worked with who started drinking more water, and I'm not saying go out tomorrow and start drinking water, but started increasing their water intake, they were just like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe what a difference that made. And we all need to be put in check sometimes. So maybe you know this, okay, but you haven't been doing it. We'll start doing it again and do it every day. Drink as much water as possible. So wake in water every day. Wake up, drink water. It's going to help your metabolism. It's going to reduce hunger, remove toxins from your body, and it's calorie free. Because maybe you're one of those individuals that isn't drinking a lot of water and you're drinking other beverages. Can you see that there? If you have an orange juice at breakfast, a mocha before lunch, a cola with your lunch, your afternoon snack of a fruit drink, a sweet tea for dinner, and a beer after dinner, there's almost 1,400 calories. That's insane. That's insane. And we forget about these types of things, okay? So if you can replace any of those beverages, If you can replace any of those beverages in your life with water, that in itself is going to save you so many empty calories that are useless, because all those ones I showed you, I'm sorry if there's any Starbucks lovers out there, but those mochas, oh my goodness, those are adding to your waistline, okay? Those need to be viewed as a treat. I know we've been marketed to go to Starbucks, there's one on every corner. Go to the winery, have a glass of wine every day. Well, again, since most of us, we're women and Americans, we take things a little too far, and now we're over consuming those things, and it's adding to our waistline. It's preventing us from creating both the body and the life of our dreams, because it is going to catch up with you over time. It's going to catch up with you over time, one way or another. It's just not good for you. Water, water, water. Are you getting the point here? Drink water, as much water as you can. So if you have a soda or pop habit, or even alcohol, try swapping it down, reducing it, because the average diet pop drinker would lose 11 pounds a year if they stop just drinking diet pop. And that doesn't even have calories in it. That's the artificial sweeteners. Someone who drinks regular soda or pop, or even, like I said, a Starbucks mocha every day, will lose 22 pounds in a year just from eliminating that from their diet. So there might be something really small and simple that you can swap out. Instead of drinking those empty calories, drink water, and not only are you going to feel better, but you're going to start losing more weight. So let me tell you what I mean real quick about empty calories, because like we said, these are all empty calories, and we want to try to eliminate those. Calories provide energy, and those come from protein, carbohydrates, and fat. But we all know that carbs from just sugars, they're not providing any of these things below here, vitamins, minerals, and water. So that's what we want to avoid, okay? So we want to avoid those things. All right, so I'm going to take you on to our next tip here, and that's eat more fresh foods, okay? Eat more fresh foods. All right, and someone commented and said that they like to stay healthy for their family and for themselves because of health problems, and things are working for them. They're getting healthier. That's awesome. So eat more fresh foods, okay? Now, the big key I want you to focus on here is the word more. I'm saying eat more fresh foods, right? Just eat out less. Who cares what the calories are? You gotta, okay? So what do I mean by this? Eat more fresh foods. See, we always are putting up in our mind and our brain that we need to be restrictive, and that we need to cut out this and stop this and cut this. Okay, so don't think that way. Just start eating more fresh fruits and vegetables and lean, wholesome meats, okay? Things that don't come in a box, all right, or that you didn't get at the drive-thru. Start eating more fresh foods, because again, we want to start to have a positive relationship with food, because most of us, especially for women, we've heard that word diet, or we've tried all these diets. Well, diets don't work, or we're counting calories. Calories schmalories, I say. Who cares? If you're eating fresh, clean, wholesome foods that fuel and nourish your body, eat as much as you want. Eat as much as you want. And so if you go back to the beginning and you take a look at that client I showed you that lost 68 pounds, 15% body fat, and 30 inches in 6 months, not once did I hand her a diet. It was all through using these techniques. And yeah, she looks like a fitness model, okay? It was learning how to eat, how to make lifestyle changes. And so ladies, we've been brainwashed to think that we have to be restrictive, we have to starve ourselves. No, you can eat. You can eat as much as you want. You don't need to count calories. I don't know about you, but I don't want to be addicted to having to, calculate every single macro thing, okay? And that's a whole nother thing, macros, schmacros, okay? You need to eat good, clean, wholesome foods and change the relationship you have with food. Instead of viewing it as all these social, settings that we're going to eat them, say, wait a minute, I need to eat this food because I love my body. It's going to give me energy. I'm going to get strong. I'm going to get lean, right? So eat for purpose instead of pleasure. If we can change that mindset a little bit, you're going to have a better relationship with food, and you're not going to feel that red button effect of I can't. Because I'll tell you, in all my programs, you can eat whatever you want. We teach you how to do it, when to treat to lose. And we use the term treat, not cheat, because again, it's that negative connotation that we're associating. And we need to change and improve our relationship with food, okay? So let me know if this is helpful for you too. So like or heart or whatever it is there, and let me know if this message is important for you too, okay? So, those are my top tips right there. Eat more food, and you can achieve the body and the life of your dreams. And so even if you've had twins, all right, and you think you can't, I can never get back in shape because I've had children. Well, yeah, you can. And if you want abs, guess what? You can have them. Having kids, including twins, is no reason why you can't have abs if you want them, because again, it all starts with a decision. That was my number one tip, okay? And remember, you've got to get your mind right to get your body tight or achieve any goal in life. So if you're just catching us, I'm going to have something really special gift for you here in a minute, but I do encourage you to go back to the beginning, okay? And while not everyone aspires to have abs, okay, well, you know what? We can be curvy. We can be confident. We can be fit, fab, and fearless, right? Absolutely. So it's about being healthy. It's about getting our life back. And if you look here, you could kind of see the look in her eyes. And now she's fit, she's fab, she's fearless, she's living life. Dropped 47 pounds in the process, but it's all about the mind, body, and soul. And so fitness and nutrition are the absolute foundation to your optimal health, to your wealth. If you don't have your health, you have nothing, okay? You have nothing. And that's why I'm so passionate about those 3 specific fitness and nutrition strategies. Start doing those every day. Okay? And really, that's going to help you out. But I'm so passionate about helping people, especially women. I have a special gift for you, okay? A special gift for you. And if you remember from, here we go. I have it on my slide. Yes, I have a free gift for you, okay? And if you remember from the beginning, I help people at my fitness center in North Canton, and I can help people online. And so there's no excuse, right? There's no excuse. We can work together, ladies, regardless of where you are across the globe, or if you happen to be local and you can come train in person with my team of certified pros. And again, imagine that, someone who also does online training that happens to have a fitness center and has actually trained people before, right? Okay, so be careful, be aware where you get your information from. So don't be fooled by all of those, fitness model guys and girls. You really want to check their credentials, their education, their experience, and are they getting results? Have they actually worked with people before? So there's 2 ways that you can work with us, okay? And because I'm so passionate about helping more women across the globe, I am giving out 2 free 6-month coaching memberships to Bikini Body University, my at-home virtual program, okay? All you have to do is go to win6free.com and hit the button that says step 1. It's a yellow button. That's all you have to do. Go there. Okay, that's right. 2 winners, 2 people are going to win. So you want to do that right now. Write it down, win6free.com, and you could be one of the lucky winners to get 6 months of free fitness and nutrition coaching. Okay, I cannot emphasize enough the word coaching. Okay, you see that? Coaching. Now I got to tell you, I'm not technology savvy, and I can't believe I pulled that off there. But I have to emphasize the word coaching. Quit signing up for all those PDF programs and all these businesses and all these other platforms, okay? If you want real live human coaching from people who know what they're doing, who will answer their questions, who will help you apply it to you, that's exactly what my online program is. And that was one of my hesitations in doing an online program in the first place, was because some people get confused, but I can tell you, this is not like any other program you've ever done before. So all those other ones, you know, if that's your like, oh, I don't want to do an online program. People say this all the time. It's not challenging enough. It's not challenging enough. What are you talking about? Ask any of the ladies. You saw some of those pictures there. Or, you know, you need the accountability coaching. Well, that's huge, huge, huge. That's the biggest piece, because if you're not doing anything, you're not going to get results. So accountability coaching, right? Nutrition coaching, fitness coaching. Yeah, you could win that from the comfort of your own home. That's right, the comfort of your own home in my online program. So I want you right now to go to win6free.com. And if you know somebody that could benefit this, tag their name down in the bottom. Tag their name in the comments and say, hey, Susie, you need to enter to win this, okay? Because, you know, it's selfish for us to not share this gift with others. We need to share it, and that's why I'm so passionate, and I want to help more women. So I'm going to help 2 awesome women get 6 months of coaching, and you saw what can happen with 6 months of coaching in the program, right? You can change your entire mind, body, and soul, and have both the body and the life that you have dreamed of. Okay, so tag some of your friends' names down at the bottom, and when this video posts later, you can share it, because, wow, yeah, we need to build a tribe of strong, healthy women, right? We got to lift each other up. So share that. Win6free.com if you would like to enter to win a 6-month membership. If you haven't tried out our program before, here's your opportunity, okay? So check that out. And you're going to have a special opportunity to get on board early in my next challenge and even save as a first-time customer too. Because like I said, if you don't take action, nothing is going to happen. And the only way for you to experience and see that there is a better way to eat, exercise, and live is to do it, And so, as I mentioned before, I'm a teacher. I'm pretty regimented, and I get after you, and I have awesome pros that are on my team to help deliver this message, okay? So, no, we aren't someone who, we're just doing this to make some extra cash on the side, because you all know I don't want you to be confused with some other program. This is not that program. I'm about educating people to live a healthier and happier lifestyle, okay? So right go to win6free.com in my virtual program. You're going to enter to win. 2 lucky ladies are going to win, okay? There you go, right there. Let me see if I can get to my next slide here since, okay. So if you happen to be local to North Canton and you'd like to work with us in person at Summers Fitness, wow, you are lucky. You are lucky. So go to summersfitness.com, request the free week trial, and I'm going to double it for you. I'm going to give you 14 days absolutely free, okay? Absolutely free to come in and try out our program in person. So that's at summersfitness.com. So if you happen to be local, go there. Do it right now, okay? My facility, I look at as a teaching facility. So sometimes I say I'm not a teacher anymore. Well, guess what? I'm just teaching in a different school, right? Summers Fitness Academy. So whether you're local to North Canton or anywhere across the globe, we can help change your life together if that's something you're ready for. So go to summersfitness.com if you would like to get 2 weeks free to try out our fitness and nutrition program. I can tell you, it'll be the best decision that you've ever made. I've had so many people tell me that themselves. And who knows, maybe somebody down below has said that. Or if you know someone who could benefit from this, tag their names below and let them know, okay? So this is only good for the next 24 hours, okay? The next 24 hours. So, you know, that's our goal, to help you achieve your personal best. And we can do that, you know, whether online or at Summers Fitness. So again, if you happen to be local to Summers Fitness, please let us come in, let us guide you, let us get you started absolutely free for 14 days, okay? But you got to go there. This is only good for 24 hours, and I'm doubling the 1 week trial for 14 days. So go to summersfitness.com. And if you happen to live across the globe, if you happen to live in Florida and you're really lucky and you have nice weather all the time, you can go to win6free.com. There we go. Win6free. And you'll have a chance to win one of 2 free coaching memberships. That's right. So I hope you have found this extremely beneficial. Take action right now, because like we said, if you think about it, oh, I'll do it later, it's going to slip your mind and you're going to miss out on this opportunity, okay? Because you only have 24 hours to enter the Win 6 free as well. So tag your friends, let them know this video is going to post later so you can watch it again, watch it from the beginning. Because like I said, ladies, I am so passionate about people. I have to calm myself down sometimes because like I said in the very beginning, I've been there. I've hit rock bottom before. Some people know that. I absolutely have been super, super depressed, not ever leaving my house, excess weight, not taking good care of myself, right? And so I know what it feels like. I've been there, and I've coached people, like I said, to live the life of their dreams, from being on the cover of a magazine to just getting their life back, being able to go out in public again, to rekindle that relationship with their spouse, to feel like the super mom they truly are. And that's why in my Bikini Body University, you'll see opportunity to get in on my superhero challenge. All right, because yeah, we're superheroes. See, doesn't that look like the superhero shield? Because ladies, I mean, like, you are superwoman, you are super mom, and just sometimes we need to discover that, and we need the right support team to do that. So I'd love to be your guide on your journey, and I do hope that you'll take advantage of these free offers. Again, they're only good for 24 hours. So, you know, tag your friends, hit a like button here, let people know you found this valuable information, and this opportunity now to get access to free fitness and nutrition coaching. Like I said, I cannot emphasize the word coaching, because you don't need another PDF program or book that you don't know how to apply to yourself. You need a guide. You need a coach, someone that's going to also tell you what you need to hear instead of what you want to hear. Sometimes you need that tough love. And I've hired so many coaches. Oh my goodness, it's the best investment you've ever made. So invest in yourself. Take a moment right now. Go to win6free.com and enter to win 6 months of free coaching in the virtual program. This is an at-home virtual program, so you don't even have to come to my fitness center. And if you don't live nearby, if you're not local to North Canton, Ohio, you can do this from anywhere. Yeah, you can create a cover model worthy bikini body. Check out some of those photos I showed you. Check out the win6free.com page, and you're going to see my actual real life clients. It always cracks me up when I see people that use shop photos. I always use real clients in all of my photos. And if you happen to be local to North Canton, Ohio, go to summersfitness.com, request a 1 week free trial, and we're going to double it. You're going to get 14 days absolutely free in our fitness and nutrition coaching. So I hope that you found this to be beneficial. I've really enjoyed teaching you. I love doing this. I love teaching and educating individuals. It truly is my passion. And that's why I said, sorry, technology thing here. And that's why I said, you know, yeah, my background is teaching, and I thought I'm going to be a high school health and physical education teacher. I have almost my whole master's done in administration. I was going to be a dean, maybe even a principal one day. And I've had some curveballs thrown at me that led me through a different path. And that path has me now teaching women. And I'm so happy that those curveballs that got thrown to me carved me somewhere else to help me find my true passion, my true purpose. And that's why I'm telling you, don't set up in your mind, you can't, and it's not possible. If you think that, then you're right, it's not possible. I want to show you that you can have the body and the life of your dreams. You absolutely can. You just need the right support system. So again, if you have any questions, message me. Send me a message through that Summer Montabone page. I will answer. Yes, I will answer, not some assistant. I am going to answer you. So please, if you have any questions, message me. I hope you'll take advantage of those special offers either at summersfitness.com or win6free.com. Do it now because this opportunity will not last long. It's going to slip you by. Don't lose out on it. Okay? And remember, the more you keep waiting and waiting and waiting for things, well, when is going to be the right time? The right time is now. All right. So hopefully you've enjoyed this, and I look forward to sharing some more information with you soon. I'll talk with you soon.